Yeah. Bob, let me ask you, you've spent a lot of time looking at this White House. Let's just project forward and let's just say, theoretically, that President Obama wins re-election. Forecast the next 6 months after that from what you know of this administration and what might happen with
well, you don't
leadership that you're familiar with?
Obviously, you don't know, but he is tuned into his own ambivalences, and in the reporting on this, it's very clear he realizes we face a problem that is not going to go away, that he's got to address. And there are documents that are floating around that I got in notes of meetings, and you see, for instance, on Medicare, he's now campaigning on we're not going to cut Medicare, and there are documents where last year he was saying, oh yeah, we have to cut it $250 billion over 10 years.
Wait, so you've got a document where Barack Obama is saying we've got to cut Medicare $250 billion, which I think is responsible. But his campaign team is going out there every day saying, watch out, we're not going to cut Medicare, but Mitt Romney is.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not just his campaign team, it's the president himself. He says we're going to strengthen Medicare for the long haul the right way by reducing the cost of health care. Everyone would agree with that, not by shifting it on to seniors. Well, in his own documents, he says we have to do this. When I talked to him, he realized and said very openly that it's irresponsible to not address this.
Well, let's play a clip that you were alluding to.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
All the Democrats felt that for Democrats to join with Republicans in anything that could be painted as a Medicare cut, when there was a huge difference between Democratic and Republican positions on Medicare generally, was bad politics. It's an untenable position to say we're not going to do anything on Medicare and Medicaid when that's one of the biggest drivers of our budget deficit.
Wow. All right.
So that was a portion of what the president said when Bob asked him about a meeting on Medicare that he had with Harry Reid and then the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. So he's saying we've got to cut Medicare, we've got to be responsible. Democrats are saying, no, we can't do that. And now the president, after telling Boehner he would do that, is going out on the campaign trail saying those bad Republicans want to cut Medicare.
So, in other words,
and by the way, this isn't about this election. This is about what happens after this election. How does this president, after saying to the Republicans, I'm going to cut Medicare, which, again, is a responsible thing to do, the only thing you can do if you want to save the program, how can this president then get reelected and go back to Boehner and go, you know what? I said I cut Medicare, and then I demagogued it and attacked you guys in the campaign. But now let's do a Medicare.
Well, in his own words, he says it's bad policy to not draw a distinction. Now, there is somewhat of a distinction in fairness, but he is proposing cutting Medicare. And anyone, this is not economists from the left or the right. This is beyond politics. This is arithmetic, as Bill Clinton said. It's unsustainable. You've got to do something about it.
It's about telling the truth.